Amelia stood on the platform, her breath visible in the cold night air. The station was nearly deserted, the only sounds being the occasional rustle of leaves and the distant hum of the city. She glanced at her watch. The midnight train to the countryside was due any minute. Amelia had always been drawn to late-night journeys. They felt like stepping into another world, where time moved slower and the air was filled with a sense of mystery and possibility. Tonight, she was heading to a small village she had never visited before, seeking a break from her hectic life in the city. The train arrived with a soft rumble, its windows glowing warmly in the darkness. Amelia boarded, finding the carriage almost empty except for a few solitary travelers. She chose a seat by the window and settled in, the rhythmic motion of the train soon lulling her into a peaceful state. As the train moved through the city and into the countryside, Amelia gazed out the window at the passing scenery. The lights of the city faded away, replaced by vast open fields bathed in moonlight. It was a clear night, and the stars seemed to dance above, casting a gentle glow over the landscape. After some time, the conductor walked down the aisle, checking tickets. He was an older man with kind eyes and a gentle smile. "Good evening," he greeted her. "Where are you headed?" "To Meadowbrook," Amelia replied, handing over her ticket. "Ah, Meadowbrook. A lovely place," he said, punching her ticket and handing it back. "Enjoy your journey." As the night deepened, the train made several stops at small, quiet stations. More passengers got off, leaving Amelia alone in her carriage. She closed her eyes, letting the soothing motion of the train and the soft sounds of the night outside lull her into a light sleep. A while later, Amelia was awakened by a gentle tap on her shoulder. She opened her eyes to see a man standing beside her seat. He was tall and handsome, with dark hair and piercing blue eyes that seemed to twinkle in the dim light. "Is this seat taken?" he asked, gesturing to the seat opposite her. "No, please, have a seat," Amelia replied, intrigued by his presence. "Thank you. I'm Lucas," he said, sitting down. "Amelia," she responded with a smile. They fell into easy conversation, talking about their lives, their travels, and the places they hoped to visit. Lucas had a calm and reassuring presence, and Amelia found herself opening up to him in a way she rarely did with strangers. There was something almost magical about the moment, as if the train journey had transported them to a place where time stood still. Hours passed as they talked and laughed, sharing stories and dreams. The train continued its journey through the night, the landscape outside now a blur of dark shapes and shadows. At one point, Lucas reached into his bag and pulled out a small thermos. "Would you like some tea?" he offered. Amelia nodded, accepting the warm cup. The tea was fragrant and soothing, and she felt a warmth spread through her as she sipped it. "This is wonderful," she said. "My grandmother's recipe," Lucas replied with a smile. "She always said it had magical properties." As the train neared Meadowbrook, Lucas stood up. "I'll be getting off at the next stop," he said. "It was lovely meeting you, Amelia." "You too, Lucas. Thank you for the company," she replied, feeling a pang of sadness that their journey together was ending. Lucas took her hand and kissed it lightly. "I hope our paths cross again someday," he said. Amelia watched as he walked down the aisle and disappeared into the next carriage. The train soon pulled into Meadowbrook station, and Amelia gathered her things, stepping off the train into the cool night air. As she walked towards the village, she couldn't stop thinking about Lucas and the magical night they had shared. She knew that the memory of their midnight train journey would stay with her forever, a reminder that sometimes the most unexpected encounters could lead to the most beautiful experiences. As she reached the quaint bed and breakfast where she would be staying, Amelia glanced up at the night sky, feeling a sense of peace and contentment. The stars above seemed to twinkle brighter, as if sharing her secret. She smiled, knowing that she had found something truly special on that midnight train.